All right, everyone, let's quickly start with the writing class. Today I've got a super simple essay and some content to review. I'm going to review it right in front of you and help you understand what mistakes the essay contain, how to overcome them. Do we need to write, this much lengthy paragraphs? And even after writing more, do we get more marks and lot many things? Look at this question. Children can learn effectively by watching television. That is just the topic sentence. The question is this: they should be encouraged to watch regularly at home and at school. I should make child watch um the television at home, at school. At school also they should have one big TV or something screen. To what extent do you agree? So whenever you have this to what extent, you have three options. Option one, you can say agree. When you agree, second paragraph also you agree. Pay more attention. Third paragraph also you agree. That's the option number one. Option number two, you can disagree. If you disagree, second paragraph also you disagree. Third paragraph also you disagree. The option number three, you can partially agree because the question is what extent. Whenever this what extent is there, you have three options. Otherwise, only two options. Option number three, you can say partially agree. When you say partially agree, second paragraph you can agree, third paragraph you can disagree. One towards positive side, one towards negative side. You can talk. Otherwise, you have to talk the same. Remember this, please remember this. Don't forget. You got to talk about the same if you completely agree or completely disagree. If you partially agree, you have this opportunity to talk on both the sides. Okay. So very simple question. Children can learn effectively by watching television. Therefore, they should be encouraged to watch regularly at home and at school. To what extent? Let's say we took this completely disagree. Can anyone tell me the right ideas? You can write in a bulletin point. I just need one line or two, three word idea. What could be the best idea for this disagreement in the second paragraph? I completely disagree. What could be the best idea? Anybody? You can click on the chat option on the bottom right and type your answers, please. I disagree. What could be the best idea? Anybody? Distraction for what, Kevin? Distraction for what? Eyesight issue if watched more at school and at home. Good one. It's a practical idea. Entertainment shows is a distraction. Great. So they'll not be able to basically focus on academics. Though the TV will be there for academic purpose, just for the namesake, but internally it would just deviate them with some ads or some songs, movies, or whatever it is. Any other good idea? It's learning is the thing. So you need to focus on academics for sure. Otherwise, you can talk about TV is a very addictive, correct? Instead of focusing on learning from it, usually people get distracted and also will be so much addicted to it that they will not be able to interact well socially. And lot many ideas, things. But ideas are easy to write. Pay more attention. Ideas are very easy to write because the question is easy. Meaning the task response probably done and dusted. Person gets full marks in task response if the person writes these ideas. How about this coherence cohesion? Grammar and vocabulary is all about basic English. You have a basic English, that should be more than enough. But the point is, this coherence cohesion is the art of the essay writing. So let's also understand if coherence cohesion is up to the mark or not with respect to the ideas that we told. Vocab and grammar, as long as your basic English is good, you will get it. Now, task response is not a challenging task anymore because we figured out what is the right idea for this. This is the guy, like I always tell, coherence cohesion. Second paragraph, line sentence 1, main idea. Sentence 2, supporting idea. Sentence 3, continuation of supporting idea if possible. Sentence 4, example. Sentence 5, continuation of example. Sentence 6, continuation of example. Sentence 7, if required, you can add conclusion. This is whole bundle of thoughts. This entire thing will prove whether you get 7 or not just writing task response. Correct, Kevin. Sleep cycle can be ruined by watching long time at night. Yes. So now let's verify if this essay looks so big is reflecting in this particular structure. Sorry. So I completely disagree is what the person did. Let's copy this again. Sorry. All right. In today's era, many believe that television assists in effective learning. That's what they have told in the first paragraph. Due to this, many say that due to this, comma is required. Avita. Avita is there today. Yes, she is there. Many say that television should be included, not should include it, as a way of learning in both school and at home. I completely disagree with this notion and provide relevant reasons as to why I do not provide relevant reasons to support my viewpoint. Done and dusted. This is fine. Now, this is the thing. Okay, she has written really long, so I'm expecting this guy is written correctly. Okay, what's our main idea? To commence with, sustained attention is not possible by learning via television. Good idea. Great. That's what we thought. We'll get distracted. This is because that is second. First line is done and dusted. Second line. This is because programs in the television are often accompanied with adverts, and these ads are profit oriented and are not helpful in learning. Okay. These ads are played in between the programs, and the colorful images and pictures are heavily attractive. You don't say heavily attractive, you say highly attractive, which undoubtedly draw children's attention towards them. In other words, again, the person is continuing enough, Avita, you have to end it. This one line was enough. This is because was enough. You should have started with, for example, there is an educative series coming out in television, and all of a sudden it just stops, and comes up a new ad. It just takes the diversion of it just takes the attention of the children in a different road. This is bad. This will not help them learn. Rather, they will be distracted. Rather they will learn some other thing. And hence, television is definitely not the great media to learn. Finish it off. You're a little, beating around the bush. These ads are played in between and highly attractive, which undoubtedly draws children's attention. In other words, such development in the television unknowingly makes children to focus on non-learning adverts rather than on actual learning. Do you have any example of those ads? Can you tell us why it is misleading? What kind of ads are you talking about? If the person writes, then it has a better meaning, isn't it so? This is what I'm talking about. This entire thing is missing. This continuation wrote in 4 or 5 sentences. No, I need the proper specific instance because it is not clear. What you told was correct. All these things are the same things that you told. Applied, which is undoubtedly draw development, makes children to focus on non-learning adverts rather than how. Prove it. This entire thing was not required at all. Rather, you should have written a particular example to get a better score. Hope you guys are getting it. It's a very simple thing. Just follow this. Automatically things will fall in place. What are the templates that I've given you inside the template folder? Writing folder, essay folder, 7 templates. Just follow that. It has the skeleton. Just put your thoughts inside it. I need the example, I'm telling you. You write without example, it's still possible to get scores, but it could be difficult. You need to represent it in a way that it's justified. So when you write example, automatically things will fall in place. All right. So we go to next idea. Second idea. If children learn via television programs regularly in both school and at home, they certainly face vision impairment instead of productive learning. Okay, good idea. To elaborate, effective learning requires continuous focus, and this to happen, children have to stare at television for long hours, which may hamper the sight. For instance, when students watch television for prolonged hours, their eyes get exposed to the light, which is not healthier for the eyes. As children are in the developing stage, damages the sensitive part of the eyes. This, as a consequence, undoubtedly disturbs the learning capacity of children and indirectly becomes a reason for poor learning. Exceptionally written, very nicely written. Don't you think so? See, she has not written an example, but she has justified how this will hamper the sight. Vision impairment, how? That is what when students watch television at such a tender age. The eyes will be very tender. Exposure to such light damages sensitive parts of the eyes. As a consequence, unfortunately, disturbs the learning capacity of children and indirectly becomes excellently written. Very nicely written. You have lengthy sentences, compound sentence, complex sentence. You can write one simple sentence as well. I don't see any of the simple sentences. One complex sentence as complex sentence. This, as a consequence, unfortunately disturbs and indirectly. This is a simple sentence. So you have written really good. Perhaps you could have just removed this off. I would have given you a good score. Sometimes it's wise to think, should I write more or not? Because remember, the more you write, the more mistakes you make. This is 100% true. One idea is enough. Don't need to write more. If you're really confident, if you have that flow, then only write. Otherwise, two ideas in one paragraph is really not mandatory. Any doubts on this? This she has written really good. Everything is justified. Well, this may not be that great because things are not that clearer. All right, so we move on to the next one. Sorry. Furthermore, since she went with complete disagreement, as I told you, we have three options. She has chosen option number two. If you went with complete disagreement, second paragraph also complete disagree, third paragraph also completely disagree. Second paragraph is done and dusted. Third paragraph, let's see. Let's read it slow and understand any mistakes that she has done. Mostly the mistakes will be accompanied with respect to the representation. As television provides numerous entertaining programs, children may tend to watch only those programs rather than the learning ones. Is it really clear? It's not clear. She could have talked about addiction. She could have talked about adult content. A lot many things were there rather than learning ones. For example, though the cartoon channel is considered as highly educational, I'm not sure how cartoon channel is very highly educational. The colorful animation in it makes students to lose their focus on studies. How? How, Babre? No, the idea is not great. That's what. So what you're telling is, even though right content is given to them, they focus on sideways. They some colorful content. They will not be able to go into the actual content. May not be a great idea. Besides, such recreational programs compels children to completely lean on it. Not clear. This is again another idea. To cite an example, see, she has written another new thing here. This is a new thing. Two new things. And example is ended here. Another new idea started. To cite an example, one more idea started. Drama Junior, one of the popular programs, is completely children oriented. And when students watch such a channel, such a TV show, though it is knowledge based, children lose their attention. Instead, they follow some other fields like art and music, which causes. No, this is not the right idea. What she's telling is that particular program will divert them towards some other field. It's okay, no? Art music is really good, right? That's what the point is. The ideas that you've chosen is not correct for the third paragraph. You could have talked about adult content. You could have talked about unnecessary things that appear in the TVs for the students, for the kids, which is not really required. Addiction things, some content are really addictive. Children will, lose their focus on studies. So many things, eyesight problem, addiction, um, so many things will be there. You can just think of. If written really good, this was a good idea, but this probably they only may tend to watch only those programs other than the learning ones. Not very clear as to what you meant. Probably you could have followed a different idea. So the idea being very simple: start writing, before you start writing, think of all the ideas. Think of what should come in supporting idea, what should come in example. Am I clear about it? Yes, I'm clear. Am I 100% sure? Yes, I'm 100% sure. Is this idea relating to the topic? Yes, this is the idea that is going with the topic. Supporting idea is justified? Yes. Example, is it talking about the main idea? Yes. First line, second line, third sentence, fourth sentence, fifth sentence, sixth sentence. Okay, this something like this will come in second paragraph. Let me go to third paragraph. Is this idea that I thought about? Is this the correct idea? Seems like it is not. Let me start from the beginning. Think about right idea, brainstorm the idea. So I think this, I'll pick it up. Seems correct. Is it correct? Seems correct. Yes. Is it 100% seem correct? Yes, I think yes, because I verified this is a great idea. Logically, it sounds good. Supporting idea. I will write this. For example, this situation I will write. Okay, done and dusted. All clear. Clinic all clear. I will start. See, it hardly took 1 minute extra, but this helps you in choosing the right ideas. You need to think at least 3 to 4 times before starting to write that idea. Because once you put all the efforts into it and then realize that, okay, that was a wrong one, then it's gonna be a wasted time. You have very less time. So before you start, at least you should think of, if you can, 4 ideas of which select to which you believe seems perfect. Or 2 ideas, if you're very confident. If you're not, brainstorm, think about all the ideas and then select. These two I think seems perfect. Cross verify, cross verify, cross verify, cross verify, 5 times verify, and then decide, okay, this is the correct one, and then start writing. This process should happen for every question. And whoever does it, trust me, will never look back, will never do IELTS again. Done and dusted in just one shot. Any doubts? Essay looks good. See, grammatically, the essay is really good. Vocabulary wise, it's really good. Means English is fine, Avita. Ideas probably could have been better in the third paragraph. So second, yeah, third paragraph. Coherence cohesion was really exceptionally written here. If the same way, if you had written for third paragraph with respect to adult content addiction, I would have easily given 7.5. Right? 2 ideas, 4 ideas, 8.5. That's all the IELTS says. This same thing has to be followed. If you write 2 ideas, you are a candidate for 8. You want 7, 1 idea, 1 idea. Same thing. You want 8, 2 ideas, 1 idea, or 2 idea, 2 idea. Or 1 idea, 2 idea. Same thing has to be written, grouped into things. You'll get your marks. This is the reality. Any other doubts you have, let me know. Why not this? Why not that? Any other doubts? Let's also read the conclusion. In conclusion, though, according to some, now whatever she has written in second paragraph, she has to summarize in one sentence. And whatever she has written in third paragraph, she has to summarize in another sentence. That is conclusion. Don't use your Einstein brain in the conclusion. Whatever you've written about, just summarize it. Though according to some, learning via television promotes better learning, I personally believe that it disturbs the concentration level due to varied channels and causes visual impairment, which certainly do not encourage for productive learning. But this thing, you missed it. You have to summarize that. So never write, if possible, in one line. You can have one sentence, you can have another sentence, one more sentence, and talk about this. See, it's very simple. This you summarize, this you summarize. 2 sentences, done and dusted. Otherwise, this also is fine in the worst case. Summarize, I mean, the conclusion is not a huge priority. And even the introduction, it's the body paragraph 2, body paragraph 1, and body paragraph 2, meaning paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. If you fail to write 250 words, you will not get many. With 7 is not possible for sure. 100% is. It's totally fine to write 2 ideas in one para and 1 idea in the second para, even if you want 8. But for 7, 1 is enough. 7.5, 1 is enough. But if you think the question is really simple, that you have the ideas ready, and if you believe the ideas are really perfectly going with the question, then you can write two ideas. Keep a tab on the time. 40 minutes. Don't take even 1 second extra. Any other doubts? Bindu, Kavita ji, Kevin, Poonji, Shubham? If no doubts, may I request you guys to write second paragraph for this. And I need this. This is very important. This is not mandatory, but example 101%. I need 3 to 4 sentences. I'm gonna give you viewpoint. Please pay more attention. मैं आपको viewpoint दे रहा हूँ. Viewpoint is completely disagree. Write second para. Use the below structure or below skeleton. Can you guys try doing it? It's close 25 minutes. We finished. The rest 35 minutes. We will use it for review. Whoever writes it, please write and click on the chat option and type your essay. If you're not comfortable typing, you can, like take a neat picture in and send it in the WhatsApp. I think is fine. Do it at the earliest. Once second paragraph is done, we will move to third paragraph. Please give your complete best. Write 1 idea, more than enough, but follow this sequence. I'll just wait. Kevin, hope it is clear. Got it, right? Yep, thanks. Kavita, it's not, it utilized to market games, not clear. And laws nahi, lose the focus. So that's what. So you started it here, ending it here. This much big, lengthy line, grammatically, it won't be correct. And it's very difficult for a person to remember what you started it with. Correct? For example, kids from family that have the television on a lot, switch on a lot, watch a lot, invest less time in reading, and reading needs much more concentration, which they already waste while watching. No, it could have been written in a different way, right? Kids waste their entire time on television, uh, which allows them to have a very less time to do the study. That's what you should have started with. It's an addiction. Then probably all this would have made sense. Don't offer solution. Solution is not asked. You're writing solution. Children need to do this, and for entertainment, try to play outdoor activities. No, this is not asked. That's what things are not in sync. Probably should have started with addiction thing, because of which it is suggested not to watch TV, because TV will be a bad influence. Adult content, ads, distractions. That's all you should have focused on. Could have been written much better, is what I felt. Also, I would request you to start reading newspapers to get a grip on the sentence formations. This is not clearer. You wrote this, it's fine, but why I'm not clear? How come it is dependency on the content? Students in international school were introduced towards video learning and recommended some channels for revision at home. Okay. Later, it was found that they were poor at reading and writing, as they were not reading and writing paper in exam. Reading and writing on paper. No, may not be a great idea. Um, Dependency on video content for studies and less towards reading and solving problems on their own, which was not clearer for sure. First line, you could have written, they'll not be able to read and write effectively. Children grasping knowledge from pre-recorded video like can hamper the power of self-learning. This was not clear. Understanding the concepts, it will be very clear, right? When they show pictures, it's not clear what you wrote. Inculcates more dependency on the content. Then you told they were poor at reading and writing on the paper in exam, as they were not used to this. Mm, Probably so that's what it's debatable. It's what you have written is okay. Here, what you wrote was good. In the example, you have put your point, but in the beginning, it was not clear as to where you were heading to. My recommendation is avoid using such puzzling kind of content. Try to write the logical ones. No, what seems very obvious, you write that. No, could have been better, is what I felt. Kavita, this is not hindering the learning capacity. They are probably learning in a different way. The learning what is wrong, probably in that way you could have written. All right, guys, I think it's close to 10. So if you're writing, I would request you to WhatsApp me once you're done. Once I become free, I will have a look at it. So with this, I'll park it here. I have a class at 10:30, so I may have to log out now. It's 10 now. We will again catch up every alternate day. The next mock gonna be the reading mock. 9 p.m. Indian time will again come back. Till then, take care, guys. Thanks so much for your time. Bye bye. Thank you.